Today, we all have gathered here for the valedictory function of the workshop on children's rights and voices in media, conducted as a partnership between Amity School of Communication and UNICEF. As many as 40 students spread across all courses of ASCO Lucknow participated in this workshop, which lasted for 3 months. At the outset, I must acknowledge that this workshop has provided all of us with enriching experience. It gives me immense pleasure to acknowledge the presence of our Honorable Pro VC Sir, Dr. Sunil Dhaneshwar, who has been the fountainhead behind this effort. I also extend a warm welcome to the UNICEF officials who are present online through Zoom platform. I would also like all of you to acknowledge the presence of our director, Dr. Sanjay Mohan Johari, who has mentored the entire program. Ladies and gentlemen, in last 2 years or so, a new normal has emerged in all spheres of life. The Institute opened up in July after a protracted lockdown, still reeling under the pain and trauma of second wave, and amidst fears associated with the sinister plans of a potentially catastrophic third wave. Notwithstanding, we at ASCO geared up to embrace this new normal and do our best to learn and live in this whole new world of post-COVID pandemic. In that light, organizing this workshop was part of our effort to put our students on a great learning curve. With that as a brief precursor to the proceedings for today, I would request Dr. Sanjay Mohan Johari, Director ASCO Lucknow, to extend a warm welcome to the honorable guests and enlighten all of us about the workshop and its significance for our students. Dr. Johari.
Good afternoon, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Sunil Dhaneshwar, our Director Security, Colonel Anu Mehrotra, Deputy Director Public Relations, Mr. C.S. Verma, and my dear students. I extend a warm welcome to Pro Vice Chancellor and Ms. Geetali Trivedi, Communication Specialist, UNICEF, Uttar Pradesh, and in particular, the students who have been part of ASCO UNICEF Uttar Pradesh partnership during last 4 months. My special thanks and gratitude to Ms. Geetali Trivedi and her team from UNICEF for giving us an opportunity to involve our faculty and students. Though every student of Amity School of Communication has been part of it in one way or other, but in particular, the 40 students, I must clarify why we are focusing on 40 students, because UNICEF, when we began this partnership, wanted a select group of students who can be dedicated to the activities which we were proposing. So we conducted an in-house test, and you all students are witness to that. And through that test, we identified 40 students who showed interest, being sensitive to the issues which we wanted to take up. And then these 40 students participated in webinars, panel discussions, and 3 dedicated workshops on podcasting, video making, and creative writing. These students were supposed, during the 4-month journey, were supposed to come out with their creative ideas, innovations by way of making podcast, videos, and creating content. we conducted a creative writing competition which we opened for all the students from the campus along with ESCO, and a total of 64 students to be precise were part of that. And all these activities, be it podcast or video or content writing, was not judged by us but by a set of panel from across the campus. So I compliment all those jury members and thank them for being part of this and helping us in deciding the best among the students. There are always, students who take part in XY activity, but there is always a group which we call as performers. And those who performed, please give a big hand to them. They will be coming here for their respective awards. Please give a big clap to them. These are the students, or all these 40 students maintain their academic assignments. They have not defaulted. We gave them some exemption, some extension, but they maintained their academic assignments as well as they became winner or deserve to get some award by going extra mile. Remember, performers are those who are ready to go extra mile. And we have been able to find out some very good talent during this activity of 4 months. So I compliment all those students. Thanks to UNICEF once again for encouraging us, encouraging our students, to the attitude events in the Madhouse, which also partner with UNICEF in one or other way with our partnership. And please give a big hand to the team of faculty led by Dr. Arina Mirza, Ms. Sonia Singh, Ms. Arpita Singh and Mr. Soman Bhattacharya for making this 4-month partnership a success. At least I can claim, I can say that it has turned out to be a success from our end. The rest, the judgment is with the UNICEF, whether they appreciated our efforts or not. We had certain compulsions of being an academic institution, and students plus faculty, like faculty taking care of their classes, students attending their classes, doing their own assignments, and also participating in the activities. So they worked under pressure, and it was our commitment that if we have entered in a partnership, we will try to come up to your expectation. We had one major partnership with UNICEF way back in 2009 and 10, and the records clearly show that we had a 3-day child right state summit in 2010, and we had the privilege of getting UNICEF ambassadors, Ms. Sharmila Tagore, Mr. Farooq Sheikh. They all came to the campus, in the same campus. So we have tried to live up to the expectation, and we look forward to the feedback from UNICEF. My thanks are also due to MIT AEUP. Their unstinted support for giving us links on a very short notice through our Director IT, Mr. Gaurav Mathur, and then sharing links with all the panelists. So I know it is their job, but then doing job with a meticulous, in a meticulous manner. That is something Amity is known for. So we thank the entire IT team, both Lucknow campus and the Noida campus. And the iMagic, our designer who has helped us in getting all the creatives in accordance with the UNICEF specifications. At times we have to change at a very short notice, but iMagic helped us in doing that. So thanks to the iMagic and the team. And last but not the least, students, this is our first event on campus, and today is your last teaching date. Now you move to your examination, and it is on campus, no online examination. So welcome back to campus. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your holistic perspective on this partnership and its relevance for the students. I'm sure that the thoughts shared by Dr. Johari would add to the understanding and vision behind this partnership. Moving on, the journey during the course of the partnership has been truly mesmerizing and one to cherish. Allow me to take you through the glimpses of this journey. May I request Ms. Arpita Singh to please play the AV made by the students during the workshop.
First of its kind in Amity campus, where UNICEF has joined with us.
That many young ones have gone all out and done this. So I see this as a positive impact also which has happened on the young mind, and they have been more quicker to adapt all these situations than all of us.
Our friends decide, there must be a plaque near your house which says who you are. Write that plaque now. This is what I contributed.
Dear students of journalism and communication, it is a pleasure to be part of this very interesting, innovative partnership where we exchange ideas with a group of talented young people who will be the reporters, editors, and communications of tomorrow.
Thankfulness starts when we understand that there are many more who have gone through a lot more.
आपको एक चीज अगर है जो जर्नलिज्म में बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है वो है सच, क्योंकि आपका मकसद है टू गेट द ट्रूथ।
ये पहला मौका था कि इस मुल्क का हर जर्नलिस्ट या तो कोविड पेशेंट था, या तो बीमार था, या तीमारदार था।
ऑफिस से तो तुमसे कह रखा है कि वर्क फ्रॉम होम, ये हम सब लोगों को फैसिलिटी थी, लेकिन फिर भी है ना कि ये दिल है कि मानता नहीं। तो आपको निकल करके जाना है, आपको रिपोर्ट करना है। आपको अच्छा लगता था कि आप माइग्रेंट लेबरर्स के बीच में गए।
The process is so elaborate, so long. So you have to customize your message as per the need.
So my producer told me that I want a very different edit. I want her to be in a phone or a laptop or something.
कैसे करेंगे आप? मास्क भी लगाएंगे। इस पे अगर कोई चीज बना सकते हो, अवेयर करने के लिए लोगों को मास्क पहने, कैसे पहने, सबकी अपनी अपनी जर्नी थी कोरोना टाइम में, राइट? तो उस एक्सपीरियंस को लेते हुए कितना, कैसे आप बातों का ताना बाना बुन सकते हो, ये डिपेंड करता है कि आपका मूड।
I am Sanna Saxena and welcome to Cove Ed, an educational podcast on COVID-19.
Welcome to the Maverick Pod. I am your host Abhishek.
I would like to extend a very special thank you to each of our esteemed panelists for taking out their valuable time and sharing their deep insights with our students.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
After catching up with this beautiful visual narration of the work which students have done, now let us call students and to come here on the stage and share their experience and their key takeaways during this whole workshop. I would like to first call Ms. Sanjana Saxena. She's a final year student doing bachelor's in journalism and mass communication to come here and share her experience. Sanjana Saxena.
So I'm Sanjana Saxena and I have been a part of this wonderful experience, and the association of UNICEF and Amity School of Communication has been very special for me because through the wide range of experiences that we have got in these few months, I would say that there have been a lot of times when we have learned something new, something different, and we have understood that there is always a lot of scope of learning, even if you are inside your home and even if you get out of the home. So I would like to take out the glimpses, the highlights of my journey of the association of UNICEF and Amity School of Communication. So the first and the foremost UNICEF activity was panel discussion of COVID-19 and its impact on the young minds. And the official communication began in the month of August, if I'm not mistaken. And I was chosen as the part of student core committee, a head actually. And so the official communication began and we were all very excited. But the one thing that was in the head of everybody was that it's still gonna be online because we were in uncertain scenario. But we were determined to make the most out of it. And I was picked the student moderator also, so it was really a beautiful opportunity to be present there amidst all the experts, panelists. They were giving their views and they were so interactive that it was completely a pleasure to be there, to put forth our views on these topics and also to gain something from the panelists. So the best part of how these activities were framed was that the workshops and the competitions were paired very well. For example, we were first given a workshop on podcasting, then we had the competition on podcasting. We were first given the workshop on video making and then we were given the competition of making the video. So it was more like we were getting the knowledge, the basic know-how to do it first, and then we were applying that in the competitions. So it is like a classic learning technique. You learn something, then you ask questions from the person who is teaching you. In the same time, we were also given opportunity to present our work in the real time in the meeting itself and take the views of the panelists at the same time also. And then we were further enhancing it when we were appearing for the competition. So it was a completely beautiful pairing of making sure that we are learning and then we are applying and then we are actually comprehending the whole thing. Now post the workshops came the competition. The creative writing competition was held in campus, so it was something very new. After a very long time we were there in the campus and we were doing the competition. We were appearing in the competition. So the teachers kept it really well. The teachers kept the topic really concealed well. So we were guessing till the last moment what the topic will be so that we can prepare something, but we could not. So then it was an impromptu competition of writing, and then the last but not the least is the video making competition for me because it holds a very special place in my heart. So for video making competition, we were given multiple topics. We could take the interview from somebody or we could make a video on our own as per our views of frontline workers or youth warriors. So I picked interview. I did all the preparations ahead of time and I had taken the permission one day before to shoot the interview in the campus on a weekend because the campus would be empty. So all the preparations were made a day before. On the day of shoot, somehow it started raining really heavily and there was some weather condition, so it was like flooding. Everything was flooding. Ultimately, I decided to take the initiative to just start driving. And my home is like a good 22 kilometers away from here. So I was driving. It was really raining very heavily, and with a compromised vision, I was driving, and then I took a stop. I decided to see where everybody else is. So my camera person had bailed because of the rain. Then I only had the mic in my bag and my smartphone. So I decided to make a call to whether or not the person who I have to take the interview is going to be there. So I called him. He said, I'm already there. The weather condition has started deteriorating, but it was not that bad when I came. So I'm still here. So I said, okay, it's okay, I'll be there. So nobody asked me to go there. So I had a couple of options. I had a backup plan. I could just go back home and record my own video and just be done with it. But it is the sense of commitment and the sense of social responsibility that comes, which is a fruitful outcome of the association with organizations such as UNICEF, that we have our duty, and once we recognize that duty, even if one person watches our video or sees our work, it makes a difference. And that's where you have to start, and you have to complete what you've started. That's what I have gained throughout this journey, and I would say that it is something that holds a great importance in my heart, because pandemic has made us feel that we are very great at desk work. We do not want to move out of our comfort zone. We are good at meeting deadlines on a piece of paper, on a gadget. But when it comes to field, things are very different. And I say that this sense of belongingness on the field will only come when you go out, step into the field. And that's what I said, that's what I have gained throughout this association with UNICEF, that nobody asked me to go on the field, but I wanted to do that because I was sensitized enough that the work that I was going to cover has its merit, and it should be shown to the people where it matters. Thank you so much.
What a genuine experience, like Sanjana Saxena, who's always interested in all the activities happening in the campus, be it acting, writing, podcasting, she's everywhere. Totally enthusiastic about everything which is happening. Now I would like to call Drishti Vanayak. She's a second year student pursuing bachelor's in mass communication and journalism. Drishti Vanayak.
Good afternoon, teachers and my dear friends. I feel obliged and grateful to be here, sharing my experience of being associated as an Amitian with UNICEF for more than 3 months. Even in the online mode, I received so many learnings to imply in real life. So for me as an individual, it was a very, very informative experience. From podcasting to creative writing, I have been able to improve the skills I already had and figured some really new aspects of my personality which I was completely unaware of before. Starting with how wonderfully senior journalist Mr. Kamal Khan spoke about journalists being fearless and brave enough to disseminate the essential piece of information even during the times of crisis, where at one hand they were battling for their own lives and on the other reaching out to the public. So being a journalism student myself, it instilled this feeling of courageousness in me to be as reliable and credible as I can be. The one where we had a workshop on podcasting with RJ Rashi, it was fun, it was crazy, but enjoyable, educative, enlightening at the same time. The amount of knowledge she had and the incredible speaking skills she had, it was really enlightening for me as an individual and for others also, I guess, who are present here and are associated with UNICEF too. The UNICEF journey, it was just not limited to panel discussions, workshops, but the activities which were also being conducted, it had a great learning impact for me. And I guess others also. It's not just that I got to learn so much, but I got to explore also as to which area I am more inclined towards, as doing what makes me feel good. Since in the online mode, it was really difficult for all of us, especially the batch of the pandemic, to determine where we want to go ahead. So these UNICEF workshops, it were actually a confidence booster in itself. All the activities, it had writing as a part of the procedure, be it the script for the podcast or the video making competition, and lastly we had a creative writing competition which was Abhirachna. So being a writer myself, firstly I got to put my skills into effect, and secondly to try out some really new styles of creative writing. Creative writing competition, Abhirachna, it was a tricky one, it was a toughie, since we actually did not know what to write in it. So it was not only an enhancer of skills, but also to think out of the box, divergent thinking, and to do something different and really unique. Overall, the experience was absolutely great. It was a very welcoming one since we, again, I'm mentioning the batch of the pandemic, we got to enjoy the university life that we all have dreamt of. And I'm so proud to have been part of this wonderful workshop. Lastly, I thank my esteemed university and department and UNICEF for making it possible for our students because nothing could have been better than this. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a nice day.
Thank you, Drishti. Now I would like to call Anjali Singh, BJMC 6. She's a final year student. She'll come and share her experience. Anjali Singh.
A very good afternoon to respected teachers, my batchmates and the juniors present here. So today I have got an opportunity to share the beautiful journey, a journey with UNICEF of more than I can say 3 months. First of all, I would like to thank Amity School of Communication as well as UNICEF for providing us with such a beautiful project. For me, it is based on the mirrored way of learning and glowing because we were enrolled in workshops, panel discussions, as well as the activities. The workshop, the first one, that was based on the podcasting thing, where we got to meet Arja Rashi, that too online also. But the insights and tips she shared about the industry was really based on the creativity. That like creativity is the most important in this digitalized era. The next one that was carried out by Midat sir, that is based on video productions. Like he not only talked to us but gave us something to to perform, to test our skills, and the feedback which I received was really beneficial. As well as I am fond of the poetries, so there was a video making competition like Sanjana also shared about her experience. So keeping in mind the points, the tips shared by Midat sir about the video production, about the content writing part, I recorded my poetry and submitted it. Next, one of the Kamal Khan sir, like Drishti mentioned, being a student of journalism and mass communication, we were able to interact with Kamal Khan sir, Pranshu Mishra sir, and Sharad Pradhan sir, the wonderful journalist. And I literally loved the way Kamal Khan sir carried out the panel discussion. Like he made everyone emotional. Like it is very important to grab someone's attention, to let them listen. But as we have in the habit of getting distracted easily, like even in the online mode, so I literally loved the way how he carried out the panel discussion, how he mentioned about the points. And the UNICEF project also credited me with one of the things that I will remember lifetime. Like I am also in touch with Mr. Rohit Vats sir. He guided me. He explained me the things. We stayed connected on Zoom, phone calls, and I literally, pinged him. So what to do here, and how to make a quiz. Is it okay or not? But he literally guided very well. The activities under the UNICEF project I will like to mention gave us the beautiful, interesting perspective that tried to make us enroll in it, try to do something like be it the video making, be it the creative writing. There was a zeal in us to perform, to learn, just not to do it for the sake of doing, but to learn and then perform. The learnings can be quoted here in the sense of planning for it, and then performing for it. Next comes the goal of UNICEF, that is based on providing the child the best life. And here I can say, witnessing the journey of 3 months, I am really grateful to UNICEF for providing it, because this duration has enriched under me this essence of skills to do something, to be on the field, to ask questions, and to be interactive. So last but not the least, I would like to thank UNICEF and Amity School of Communication again, as it was an interactive journey, interesting journey, and a great experience indeed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anjali, for sharing your experience. Now I would like to invite Abhishek Singh, final year student, BJMC. Please come and share your experience. Abhishek Singh.
Distinguished guests, and all my fellow mates. I am Abhishek Singh and pursuing Bachelor's of Journalism and Mass Communication from Amity School of Communications. And I believe that every student who aspires to become a journalist someday have this thought of bringing a change in the society for a better world to live in. Thus, we all look for that one opportunity which can become the initiator of the process. And that is what ASCO has done by collaborating with UNICEF, and I feel great for the fact that I have been a part of it. This is going to be quite a challenge to summarize the experience of past 3 months in this short speech, but I still remember all the workshops that took place, not because of the long sessions, but because of the learnings that we got out of them. It is a pleasure for me to be here and thank both ASCO and UNICEF for giving us the opportunity to have the interaction with all the great professionals from the industry within the span of the past 4 months. The best part was we got a chance to participate in the workshop and express our understanding in front of the esteemed guests. I'm sure most of us have somewhere read or heard the stories of people suffering with depression, anxiety, or other physical or emotional imbalances during the pandemic. I have also read. But to read about those things and to encounter them in real life is a life-changing experience. And this is what I have got by involving in all the projects I was assigned with. Be it podcasting, video making, content writing, they all were so involving that I myself wanted to discover more about the topics. We were asked to make a podcast and I immediately started to work on it. My sole motive was to keep the podcast very authentic, and that is when I decided to have a psychiatrist in it. Thanks to social media, I met Dr. Ruhi Satija, who has been featured by a lot of media houses. Actually, I contacted a lot of psychiatrists, but only a few of them responded, and one of them was Dr. Ruhi Satija. She agreed to collaborate with me in the podcast and provide our listeners with all the possible knowledge so that they can keep a check on their mental health. Of course, it would not have been possible without the guidance of the faculties, including Somin sir, Arpita ma'am, Arina ma'am, Rekha ma'am, who have been so supportive during the process. I have imbibed a lot of knowledge by being a part of this UNICEF student group and will surely try my best to educate others so that we can have a world where everybody takes care of somebody, so everybody is taken care of. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Abhishek. I'm sure it must have been a great experience for all of you to hear young voices and their perspectives on this partnership. Let us also get an insight on workshop from the UNICEF officials, and we have Ms. Geetali Trivedi, Communication Specialist, UNICEF.
Great, because I think there's a little bit of a phase lag from the, from the virtual and the real. So I've been listening to all the experiences of the students, and it's been really, really very heartening to see the participation and the involvement and the sincerity, I think, of all the students, and the fact that you have undertaken all the planned activities, that you found them useful, and most importantly, what I am very happy to see is the fact that we have been able to change perspectives and to sensitize you on child rights, and so that as journalists, budding journalists, and as people who are going to be joining media, we had wanted to instill and sensitize in you and instill in you an idea about child rights and the fact that it's important to keep talking about child rights. So I am really glad, and I look forward to being a part of a partnership with Amity in the future as well. And there were a little few minor hookups and hitches that happened. but I am sure that in the future, it will only get better. Since this was the first time a partnership of such a nature has been undertaken, there were some procedural issues. During the pandemic, it has been absolutely wonderful to be able to reach out and interact with so many of you, and I hope in the coming years it will be more of like an interpersonal interaction and not just a virtual interaction, because at the end of it, professions like journalism, media, news reporting, these are all very hands-on experiences. So we look forward to that, and I really am thankful to Professor Jory and his team for having taken this partnership forward. Thank you so much, and all the very best.
थैंक यू मैम फॉर योर काइंड वर्ड्स. और अब जिस चीज़ का शायद हमारे सारे स्टूडेंट्स इंतजार कर रहे थे, वो वक्त आ गया है. वी ऑल आर ईगरली वेटिंग फॉर द प्राइज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सेरेमनी, and all the students have participated in all the competitions which were held with lots of zeal and enthusiasm. And I would like to request our Pro VC sir and Dr. Johari to please come up on the stage and felicitate the winners. The first consolation prize goes. May I request Pro VC sir to please kindly share your thoughts with us.
Good evening to everyone who is present here. I'll begin with thanking UNICEF for partnering with Amity, ASCO, Ms. Getali, who is there as their representative present in this program, virtually though. And I assure the UNICEF officials that in future, whenever we will partner together, there will not be any operational glitches, and we will do the programs to the best of our abilities and capabilities. I am really thankful to UNICEF for not only partnering and sponsoring this entire event, but keeping the themes in collaboration with ASCO on the most pertinent subject, that is COVID-19. ASCO conducted 6 activities, 3 panel discussions, and 3 activities which were oriented for students. So 3 activities where the students got an opportunity to listen to what the experts in their field say, and 3 events where the students got an opportunity to interact and participate. The 3 panel discussions, I was fortunate that I could attend all the 3, starting from COVID-19 and its impact on the students' mind, then the journalists, how they were COVID warriors during this phase, how they have put their lives on risk and reported the happenings in the country. And today's was the ultimate panel discussion on how there is a digital divide between the rural area and the urban area, or within the urban area, students residing in different localities. How though online classes were available, but how the students failed to attend them properly, or how the students face difficulties, and what we can do to overcome those difficulties. So it was a very, very informative, very nicely organized panel discussion. The 3 activities which were student-centered activities, podcasting, video making, and content writing. All these three activities are definitely part of your program, and you must have learned a lot during doing those activities. I am thankful, very thankful to Professor Johari for very proactively taking lead and interacting with UNICEF officials and finally coming out with a concrete plan. And despite the fact that at the time when we started these activities, the campus was not functional because of the COVID, but still he and his team managed to conduct the programs as per the schedule which was announced. One program in each month in September, October, and today the final program. I am sure that UNICEF will definitely take a note of this proactive nature of Professor Johari and will definitely give us future opportunities to interact with them more and conduct such student-oriented activities. I am also very happy to note the reactions that the students had expressed about this workshop. I was happy to see that the students were speaking from their heart. They had not brought a written or typed feeling or address to the audience. No, they were speaking from their heart. As a media person, in your future life, it will be very, very important for you all to have, to inculcate and to nurture this habit of speaking from heart. There is no harm in keeping some notes in front of you. Sometimes you may miss an important point. So keeping those points in front of you is not a wrong thing. But ultimately, your expression should come from your heart, because that appeals the audience more than what you are reading from a piece of paper. So my all the best wishes to all those who have won so many prizes. Best wishes to those who could not win, but participation is more important than winning always. Because this feeling of defeat is very, very important in the real life. In the real life, it never happens that you will just go on winning every time. So this failure also teaches you a lot. So my all the best wishes and thank you for calling me here.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind words. And I would like to request Dr. Arina Mirza to please come up on the stage and extend vote of thanks.
Thank you, Namita ma'am. A very good evening to one and all present here. It is indeed my privilege to be proposing a vote of thanks on this occasion, which is very important for all of us, on behalf of MIT School of Communication. First of all, on behalf of the institution and the coordination committee, I would like to extend my warm regards to our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Sunil Dhaneshwar sir, for always providing his guidance and encouragement to all of us. Thank you, sir, for all your blessings and guidance. I also take this opportunity to extend my most sincere thanks to UNICEF for partnering with us with the objective of instilling the next generation of journalists with empathy and commitment towards highlighting children's issues and sharpening their skills in creating varied media content on the issues of relevance. I thank Ms. Gitali Trivedi, Communication Specialist, UNICEF Lucknow, for her gracious presence and her address. Thank you, ma'am, for blessing our students. I thank Ms. Sukpal Marva, Communication Advocacy and Partnership Consultant, UNICEF, for joining us today. I would also like to thank our head of the institution, Professor Dr. Sanjay Mohan Johari sir, for his vision and constant guidance and support and encouragement at every step. Thank you, sir, for providing us with this opportunity to organize this series of events and competitions which culminated in this award ceremony today.
I would like to also extend my heartfelt thanks to all the judges of the 3 competitions for judging the various competitions and coming up with the names of the winners. I'm also very thankful to Director Security, Anil Mehrotra sir, Colonel Anil Mehrotra sir, Dr. Deputy Director PR CS Verma sir, and all the other HOIs and HODs who are connected online on the Zoom platform, and all the faculty colleagues and the non-teaching staff members who are present here physically or in virtual mode. So thank you for joining us today and making this event a success. The students at MIT School of Communication and Lucknow campus and the students from various other institutions who participated in the various competitions deserves a special thanks for their active and meaningful participation. And a very special thanks to the IT team, IT department of MIT University Uttar Pradesh, Noida and Lucknow for all possible technical support, and to the administration department of Lucknow campus for their support, for their logistic support towards conduct of this award ceremony. I also thank Mr. Shane iMagic Communications for providing us with the creatives and website development team, MIT University, Noida. Last but not the least, I would like to extend my thanks to the coordination committee members, Mr. Saumen Bhattacharya, Ms. Arpita Singh, and Ms. Sonia Singh, and also Ms. Shweta Vahi and our core students team for their invaluable contribution. I once again thanks everyone for joining us this evening.